So, thank you very much, guys. That's our class number 9, and we're going to learn today another 15 target words and 6 idioms and phrases. Very handy idioms and phrases. Okay, so let's have a look on that. There, the first word, parochial. Parochial is a person who is narrow-minded. Doesn't like to accept new ideas. They are parochial. We can say traditional people or orthodox or someone who doesn't open for new ideas. They are parochial, living in their old beliefs, old thoughts. They are parochial. Okay. Disinterested. No, guys. Remember, there are a distinct difference. There is a distinct difference between disinterest and uninterest. Look, uninterest mean you don't have any interest, but disinterest mean you are neutral. Okay, you are neutral. You are not with any party. You are neutral. You have no comment. That is disinterest. But uninterest mean you don't like it. Okay, you have no interest in it. So now, mercurial. Mercurial is a condition of our mentality, like the person who has a mood swing problem. Mood swing problem. I mean, mood swings, mercurial mentality, okay? Unpredictable changes in mood. So just in every second, every passing moment, moods changing. So that these people, this situation is called mercurial. Like that lady has a mercurial temperament. That means we don't know when her mood will change. Okay, artful. Artful means in a very good way, exhibiting artistic skill. That is artful. Gregarious. So gregarious is it means people those who want to socialize. Okay, willingness to socialize, willingness to. I mean, kind of extrovert, like to meet many people, like to socialize with people, like to be friend with people. So they are this. That is gregarious. It's an adjective, by the way. So you can say that. Well, he's gregarious activity is liked by everyone. Okay, or he is a gregarious who likes to know many people, likes to meet new people also in a very good manner. That is gregarious. Laconic. It's a very nice word. I love it already. Laconic means a person who speaks very few words. Very few words. I mean, not much. It's not, there are so many people, two types of people. One type, you cannot stop them. If you give them a mic, if you give them the floor, they will be speaking. We call it harrying. We call it harrying. That means long, bombarding, irritating um, speech. But there are some people who really doesn't don't use so many words, but they use very simple selective words, but we love it, we like it. They can really cut to the bone, get into your skin. So they are laconic people don't speak much, but they speak very few words, and with these few words they can make the point. Qualify means, but upbraid. Upbraid is castigate. You see, remember the word castigate? So upbraid or castigate, these are the same things. Like the mother upbraided the girl for her misbehavior with her brother. So upbraid means scold, okay? Castigate, scold, upbraid, same thing. Anomalous. Anomalous means not normal, unusual. Her anomalous behavior shocked everyone. Okay, or he got castigated by her mother, by his mother, for his anomalous behavior. Anomalous is not usual, uncommon. Okay. Prevaricate. Okay. Prevaricate means to speak in an evasive way, deviating from the truth. I mean, telling lie or hiding the truth, saying something else, trying to con people, be lying with someone else. That is prevaricate, okay? So she tries to prevaricate her brother about the matter of her boyfriend. So prevaricate. Venerate means respect deeply, mean worship. You know, there are some people, those who are worship, people think them as idol or something. That extent they don't doesn't respect. It's more than respect. Okay, venerate. It's more than respect. That is venerate. Acrimony. Acrimony is dissatisfaction or distress, bitterness, or very bad relationship. That is acrimony. Frugal are the people who are who expends money or whose expenditure of money is logical. Okay, they wisely spend money. They are frugal. Harangue is a long, pompous speech, a tirade, boring speech. You see, so there are two types of people. Laconic people speak less, but the harangue, those who harangue or those who make long speech, they use lots of words. They bombard with words, okay? Veracious. Well, amenable, easily persuaded, easily convincible. He is an amenable person means you can convince him easily. So the pros and cons means all the details of a thing, that pros and cons. Pros mean positive side, cons mean negative side. Being a tight corner means being a tough situation. Cross one's T's and dot one's I's means to pay a great deal of attention while you are doing something else. Okay, that is cross one's T. So T should be crossed overhead and I's on I, there should be a dot. That means you are very carefully doing something else. That is cross one's T's and dot one's I's. At arm's length means keeping a distance. We are keeping the both at arm's length so that they cannot meet together. If they meet, they will fight. Out of the question means impossible. Well, it's out of the question asking him for money or asking my fiance about money is out of the question. And it is out of the way also. Out of the way means it's strange, unusual. Well, so let's directly get into the dialogue and then I will let you guys practice the dialogue. Well, I hope you understand the words. Now let's get into the dialogue. So as usual, I make another dialogue for you. Let's have a look. Did you listen to your boss's harangue at last night's party? Meaning, harangue. Your boss literally delivered a harangue. What is harangue? A long, boring speech. That is harangue. Right. So did you listen to your boss's harangue at last night's party? Man, it enervated. You remember now the word enervate? Sap the energy out of you, making you weak. So that is enervate. It enervated all of us, but we were unable to castigate him. Castigate means scold him. You remember that, right? Upbraid him. Upbraid him. Since he is not a rank and file. You remember rank and file? Normal. He is not a normal employee, right? Okay. So I hit the nail on the head last night. I mean, he did the correct thing. Hit the nail on the head, meaning doing the correct thing in the correct situation. Just before he started his anomalous speech, anomalous means unusual, okay? It's not likely good. Anomalous speech, I had left the auditorium. He left the auditorium before his speech started. Good God, I barely escaped. Yeah, we know you. You always have a cup up your sleeves. You remember having a cup up your sleeves? That means you are always ready. You have an option with you, right? So we know you. You always have a card up your sleeve. You know what? Our managing director praised him after his speech, saying that he is laconic. Laconic means what? Using very few words, right? But his speech was what? Harangue, long, boring speech. But still the managing director praised him and called him laconic. And that's why the speaker says, what a joke. Understand it, guys? The sarcasm. Hello.
Yes,
Should,
yes, sir. Yes,
should,
sir.
should he call him a laconic? No, he shouldn't, because he just gave a harangue. Well, seriously? Oh my God. I don't believe this. He must have been prevaricating, right? Prevaricating. So what does prevaricating means? Not telling the truth, mixing the truth. I mean, saying the false thing, right? So he must have been prevaricating. That means he was just pampering him, saying the false. We felt the same. They lead a cat and dog life. What does it mean, guys?
Full of quarrel.
Yeah, it's an open secret, means everybody knows it. But still, our MD tries to impress him by showing his false veneration. What is veneration? Respect, more than respect, worship. Okay, adoration. What a venal man. You remember the word venal? Who can do anything and everything for money? Remember that? Guys? Hello? Nobody talks.
Yes.
Why?
Yes, sir.
You should
I can
respond me. Yeah. Though our MD is parochial. Now remember parochial, not open to new ideas. Though our MD is parochial, he shows his disinterest, I mean neutral position, not uninterest, in the new changes made by the chairman. Okay, so the chairman made new changes, but the MD is parochial. He doesn't like the new ideas, but still, as this is chairman, he became neutral. He has no axe to grind. Remember? No personal interest to do, right? That's why he just kept quiet, because he has no axe to grind. That's why he shows his disinterest. But the good thing is, our general manager handles the acrimony. Remember the word acrimony? I mean, distress, very, very ill relationship, okay? Acrimony between the two artfully, nicely. He's been trying to make our MD more gregarious. That means the MD is not that socialized a person. So the general manager is trying to make the MD gregarious. So what is gregarious mean? Gregarious means trying to be more connecting to people, more socialized, socially good, okay? He is the only man whom the MD venerates. So general manager is the only man who MD genuinely venerates. So what is venerates mean? Remember that, guys? Respect, more than respect. That is venerates or worship, okay? True, but the GM has a mercurial temperament. Mercurial, well, the GM is good, but he has a mercurial temperament. What is mercurial? Nobody knows when his mind will change, right?
Yes.
Yeah, mercurial. Sometimes it is out of the question, impossible, right? To make him amenable. Amenable means to make him convince, to convince him. Usually he is an amenable man, but normally he's an amenable man. He is a conscientious man. You remember conscientious, guys?
Yes, sir.
Righteous.
Virtuous.
How could you forget this? Because I'm going to put this thing in your dialogues every now and then. So that's a very good way of reviewing previous words, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. He is a conscientious man. In fact, he knows all the pros and cons of the economy between the two bosses. So all the pros and cons, that means he knows everything in detail of the acrimony. Acrimony means the distress ill relationship between the two bosses. I mean, the chairman and the MD, they have been leading a cat and dog life, right?
Yes,
So he is adamant. You know, remember adamant? I mean, he firm solid. He is not changing his decision. He is adamant to keep both of them at arm's length. What does arm's length mean? Keeping a distance, right? So
Yes, sir.
he's been trying to keep them at arm's length, both of them. He doesn't want to witness any unforeseen incidents. Unforeseen. Remember that? Uncertain, unfortunate, unexpected, right? We have learned it before, unforeseen. So you see the words coming from your previous classes into the dialogue so that you never have a chance to forget them. It's a Herculean task for him. Tall task, right? Indeed. He is moving the heaven and earth. What does moving the heaven and earth means? Doing everything, right? He is moving the heaven and the earth to keep them at arm's length. This puts him in a tight corner. What is a tight corner mean? A very tight situation, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So now the three person here, the MD and the chairman, both of them have been leading a cat and dog life, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, the chairman gave a harangue, but the MD, since chairman is his boss, so he is a very patriarchal man, he could not able to scold him, to upbraid him. Rather, he praised him, saying that he is a laconic. Remember, laconic means, so there here came our general manager. So the general manager is really a good person. He's a conscientious man. He's a laconic also, but he's been moving the earth, heaven and the earth to keep them at arm's length because he doesn't want to see any unforeseen incident for their acrimony, because he knows very well the pros and cons of their acrimony, and he's adamant to keep them at arm's length, right? Understand that, guys? Up to there, I hope you get the summary of the story. Now, what happened next? Don't worry, he knows how to take the bulls by the horn. So he knows how to take a right decision at the right time and take the dangerous thing at the right time, right? He knows how to handle both of these guys because they are bulls, and he knows how to take the bulls by the horns, right?
Yes, sir.
He always crosses the T's and dots the I's while dealing with the two bosses. So while he's been dealing with the bosses, he's extra careful because he's crossing the T's and dots the I's. That's it. I hope you understand the whole story. Now it's your turn. I'm not going to talk anymore because feeling headache, I told you already. So let's start with the ladies today. Ladies first. Arshi and who's there? I think Rumi is there also, right? Rumi, are you there? Okay, so Arshi and Rumi. Arshi is gonna do the part of 1 and Rumi is gonna do the part 2. So please, friend 1, friend 2, do it. I'm gonna keep my eye closed, please. Start.
Did you listen to your boss harass at last night?
Harangue. This is harangue. 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 Harangue means long, boring, tasteless speech.
Don't tell.
Okay.
Har-
Okay, carry
Did
on.
you listen to your boss's harangue at last night's party? Man, it event
It enervated.
enervated.
Yeah.
It enervated all of us, but we were unable to castigate him.
Yeah.
He is not a rank, and he
file. Sorry, there are two
employee.
files. That's a typo. Yeah. One file should be deleted. Rank and file, employee like us. Yeah.
file employee like us.
I hit the nail on the head last night. Just before he started his anomalous speech, I had left the auditorium. Good God, I barely escaped.
Yeah, we know you. You always have a card up your sleeve. You know what? Our managing director praised him after his speech, saying that he is laconic,
Laconic. He's a laconic.
laconic. What a joke.
What a joke.
Seriously, OMG, I don't believe this. He must have been prevaricating, acting maybe.
Prevaricating. Yeah. Prevaricating. Prevaricate. Okay. Prevaricating.
What is the meaning of that word here?
Telling
Yes.
lies, hiding the truth. Hiding the truth, telling lies. That is prevaricating.
We feel the same. They lead a cat and dog life. It's an open secret. But still, our MD tries to impress him by showing his false
Veneration. Veneration. False veneration for
false
him.
veneration for him.
What
What
a
a venal man.
venal man. Yeah.
Yeah, though our MD is the pursuer.
Is
He shows
parochial.
his
Look. No. Though our
parochial.
MD is parochial. Parochial means, doesn't like the new ideas. Narrow-minded. Okay. Parochial. Say.
Parochial.
Yeah.
He shows his disinterest in the new change made by the chairman.
He has an axe to
Green.
He
He has no X to green.
he has no
No.
axe to grind man. That's why he shows his disinterest.
Disinterest. Yeah.
Disinterest. But the good thing is our general manager handles
Handles acrimony.
acrimony between the
Acrimony.
two acrimony
Artfully, yeah.
between the two artfully. He been trying to make our MD our more
Gregorius.
Gregorius said he is only man whom the MD venerates.
Venerates means more than respect. You say worship.
Respect.
Yeah. Then
True, but the GM has the
mercurial temperament. Mercurial.
Sometimes it is out of question to make him the amenable. Usually he is an amenable man.
Good.
He is a conscientious man. In fact, he knows all the pros and cons of the acrimony between the two bosses. So he is adamant to keep both of them at arm's length.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to witness any unforeseen incident.
It is a Herculean task for him. Indeed, he is moving the heaven and the earth to keep them at the arm's length. This put him in a tight corner.
Don't worry. He knows how to take the bull by the horns. He always crosses the
T's.
He
always crosses the T's and dots
T's.
the I's.
Crosses the T's and dots the eyes dealing with
with the
the two bosses.
bosses. Okay,
Good.
thank you very much. Both of you guys can have online call and you can practice it together, okay? And practice it alone also. The more you practice, the better you will be your performer. Now go to Tajul Islam and Sakib. Tajul Islam will be doing friend 2, Sakib will be doing friend 1. Please start fast. Now,
Fazul bhai, are you ready?
you start.
Yeah,
He's
I'm ready.
Yeah, good.
Did you listen to your boss's harangue at last night's party? Man, it innovated all of us. We were unable to castigate him since he's not a rank and file employee like us.
I hit the nail on the head last night, just before he started his anomalous speech. I had left the auditorium. Good God, I barely escaped.
Yeah, we know you. You always have a card up your sleeve. You know what? Our managing director praised him after his speech, saying that he's laconic. What a joke.
Seriously? Oh my God, I don't believe this. He must have been prevaricating.
Good, Tajul, I like it. Yeah.
We felt the same. They lead a cat and dog life. It's an open secret. But still, our MD tries to impress him by showing his false veneration for him. What a venal man.
Good.
Yeah, though our MD is parochial, he shows his disinterest in the new changes made by the chairman.
Oh, great. I like it.
He has no axe to grind, man. That's why he shows his disinterest. But the good thing is our general manager handles the acrimony between the two artfully. He's been trying to make our MD more gregarious since he's the only man whom the MD venerates.
Venerates, yeah.
True, but the GM has a mercurial temperament
Mercurial
sometimes.
temperament
sometimes. Sometimes it is out of the questions to make him amenable. Usually he is an amenable man.
He's conscientious man. In fact, he knows all the pros and cons of the acrimony between the two bosses. So he is adamant to keep both of them at arm's length. He doesn't want to witness any unforeseen incidents.
It's a Herculean task for him indeed. He is moving the heaven and earth to keep them at arm's length. This puts him in a tight corner.
Don't worry, he knows how to take the bull by the horns. He always crosses the T's and dots.
The eyes.
T's and dots the I's while dealing with the two bosses.
Okay, now Shaheen. Shaheen will be accompanied by Sakib. Shaheen, Sakib, you're doing friend 2, right? Now you're doing friend 1 and Shaheen is going to do friend 2.
No, sir, I should doing friend 2.
Oh, yeah, okay. You're going to do, Sakib will be doing 2 and Shaheen will be doing 1. Shaheen, start.
Okay, sir. Did you listen to your boss harangue at last night's party? Man, it enervated all of us, but we were unable to castigate him since he is not a rank and file employee like us.
I hit the nail on the head last night. Just before he started his anomalous speech, I had left the auditorium. Good God, I barely escaped.
Yeah, we know you. You always have a card up your sleeve. You know what? Our managing director praised him after his speech, saying that he is laconic. What a joke.
Seriously? Oh my God. I don't believe this. He must have been prevaricating.
Prevaricating.
We feel this.
Yeah, okay.
We felt the same. They lead a cat and dog life. It's an open secret. But still, our MD tries to impress him by showing his false veneration for him. What a banal man.
Yeah. Though our MD is
Oh no, parochial. Yeah.
parochial, he shows his disinterest in the new changes made by the chairman.
Start,
Bro,
guys.
start.
Yeah, I have.
He has
problem.
no, he has no exit on to green man. That's why he show his disinterest. But the good thing is our general manager handles the acrimony between the two artful. He has been trying to make our MD more gregarious since he is the only man who the MD venerates.
Venerates. Okay.
Venerate.
Good.
Venerates.
True, but the general manager has a mercurial temperament. Sometimes it is out of the question to make him amenable. Usually, he's an amenable man.
He is a conscientious man. In fact,
Conscientious. Yeah.
he knows all the pros and cons
Cons.
of the acrimony between the two bosses. So he is adamant to keep both of them at arm's length. He does not want to witness any unforeseen incident.
It's a Herculean task for him indeed. He's moving the heaven and earth to keep them at arm's length. This puts him in a tight corner.
Don't worry, he knows how to take the bulls by the horns. He always crosses the T's and dots the E's
Eyes. While dealing with
eyes
that.
while dealing with the two
Boss.
bosses.
Okay, great guys. We're gonna end our class here, and after the class, we're gonna take the tests. There is a test given to you. It's a simple test. You're gonna get the answers rightly, and I would be hopefully, inshallah, by tomorrow I'll be checking your written tests also. Since I've been having headache, I cannot open my eyes anymore. Please keep me in your prayers so that I can come around soon. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining today, and hope you enjoyed the class. And also try to use the words and phrases you're learning in your day-to-day life. You'll try to also have conversation with your batchmates and try to practice it, because these words you're learning, these are really very difficult and tough. Very few people, even the students from English literature, they don't understand. Even you can test it to other normal people, they don't know. Most of them even never heard these words. So you guys are on the top position on that, alhamdulillah. So please try to use these practices. And in fact, when you're writing, try to use these words, it will improve. So try to read in your free time, read the dialogues, because I made the dialogue such a way so you'll have fun while reading the dialogue and you don't need to memorize the words anymore. That's how you can improve the vocabs. And see you in the next class, inshallah. Bye for tonight. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Good night.
Wa alaikum assalam.